Welcome to Shit Happens, week number 139.
We have a couple very special guests today. This one kind of, this little guy right here is my son Tori. I've seen a couple pictures of him. So he can say hi.
On the shift.
Yep.
Hello.
It's his first shift Happens. So right now he's infatuated with Dr. Eric and Dr. Mike. So
Yes.
he's just chilling like, holy moly. Yeah. So he loves chiropractic, been adjusted since birth. Healthy, happy baby. So this is my why, guys, and we have another very special guest in from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
The stud is
Yes.
driving EPOG, going everywhere. This guy is amazing. We had the pleasure of hearing him speak last night, and he brought it. And the 33 principles, I'll let him touch on all those fun topics he did. And why are you a chiropractor? What's your story? Tell us about you, Dr. Eric.
Well, I didn't grow up in a chiropractic family. I first got introduced to chiropractic when I was in high school. I was playing football, and I had a football injury where I was getting numbness in my right hand. My arm was going numb, my hand was going numb, and my mom said, "I'll take you to the doctor." And I said, "Sure, that makes sense, right?"
Yeah, makes sense.
So we go into the doctor, and he tapped my reflexes, checked my reflexes in my arms,
Okay.
checked my reflexes in my leg. Wow, they're working good today. And said, and I told him what was happening, and he said, "I know what's going on." And he proceeded to write out 2 prescriptions for me. One was for a muscle relaxant, and one was for a pain pill. And I had recognized these 2 things because I was very close to my grandparents at the time, and they both had shoe boxes full of drugs on their kitchen table. And that's where they thought health and life came from. And so I asked the doctor, I said, "Hold on," I said, "this is the same scripts that you're giving my grandmother for her sciatica, for her butt pain." And I said, "This doesn't make sense to me." And I said, I'm not having butt pain, I'm having numbness in my right arm and hand. What's wrong with me and how can you help? And he said, "Just have your mom fill these, and if it's not better in a few weeks, come back in." And so that wasn't a good enough answer for me. I said, this is not making sense to me. I said, "What if my right knee was hurting? Would you give me the same pill?" He's like, "Yeah." "What if my foot was hurting or my elbow was hurting? Same pills?" He's like, "Yeah." And my mom at the time, she was in the room, and she's like, "Eric, quit talking back to the doctor." I said, "I'm not." I said, "I don't mean to." I said, "This doesn't make sense to me, Mom." I said, "I could have lied to the guy today, and he would have given me the same pills." And so I finally said to the doctor, I said, "What do you do all day? Just give people drugs to cover up their pain?" And I knew nothing about vitalism. I knew nothing about chiropractic at the time. And he slammed the door. He walked out and slammed the door. You didn't question doctors back then. And I think we need to question everything, right?
Yep.
We have to ask the question why, including us. We
Yep.
have to be asked of that. And I talked about that last night. So I go to school the next day, and my friends are all laughing. I think it's funny. And one of them said, "Go see my chiropractor." And I said, "Chiropractor, what do they do?" And I said, "I don't know." And I remember what he said to me. He said, "What are you going to do, bum pills from your grandma?" I said, "No, I don't want old lady pills." And so, no, I went to the chiropractor. Now, he didn't teach me anything either. That's one of the things that really has molded me as a chiropractor. He had me on a table, said he could help me, which was great. He didn't teach me chiropractic. He adjusted me, and he scared me because I didn't know that your body might make some noises. I didn't know that when you get adjusted, sometimes there's the noise, right? And so ever since then, I've always remembered that, because even if somebody comes to me and says, "I've been adjusted before," or "I've been to the chiropractor before," sometimes they haven't been adjusted. So you really have to
That's good.
you really have to explain that to everyone, especially if it's somebody new that you don't know if they've been adjusted or not. Which, by the way, that really pisses me off. Talking earlier, what pisses you off? That pisses me off, that we have people coming into our offices that say, "I've been to the chiropractor before." And they come in, and we teach them chiropractic, and they said, "I've never heard any of this before. This is foreign to me." And you adjust them, and they're like, "What was that?" And what's happening out there? What are other doctors doing and calling it chiropractic? Right?
Do we really want to get into it?
I don't know if we want to get into No, we don't have to get into that detail. No, we'd have to do a couple shifts on that subject. So
We might do that.
It'd be a 6-part series.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
okay.
No, we don't need to start that.
So so where did things go from there? Did you, right away, you're like, "Hey, I want to be a chiropractor," or what?
No, after that, I thought I wanted to be a dentist. So I was down in the Twin Cities, and I was all ready to go to dental school. I had taken the DCAT test. I pre-med for my bachelor degree. And I was staying with a friend of mine. And I remember we stayed up one night talking. He was in chiropractic school already, Dr. Mike, and he explained what chiropractic was, or what he understood it to be at the time. And I said, that's the healthcare of the future. I said, people like me do not want to be drugged. I was brought up in an era that said, my parents taught me to say no to drugs. And that was a big thing I remember growing up. And I said, that's the healthcare of the future. So I said, I love helping people, I love working with people, and I said, I want to do that. So I was down in the Twin Cities visiting the U of M for dental school, told those guys, I don't want to go to your dental school, and I applied to chiropractic school and got in and started chiropractic.
Cool.
So awesome. Yes, it was from my experience, but more just, I think I had the vitalism, you know, how they say, you know, you were born to be something, and yeah, just following my heart.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
So,
what do you think, Tori?
He says, no drugs, no vaccines.
That's right.
No drugs, no vaccines. Yay! How about
Absolutely. Yeah, if we understood how the body truly works, that there is an innate intelligence within us all, and if we would trust that innate intelligence, it wouldn't even be a question of why children would get vaccines or why we need to take something for fevers and things like that. You have to trust that inner wisdom.
It is. It is. Our culture today teaches us how to look for what's wrong rather than look for what's right and pull that out.
Absolutely. We look through different lenses, don't we? Our vitalism.
We do.
Yep.
Chiropractic rocks.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Anything else? Got anything to add? Anything you want to rant on?
Yeah, I could go on and on. Well, you know what? Another issue we have out there, and this is more within our profession, I don't know if this is for our viewers out there, but the schools need to start teaching chiropractic schools rather than allopathic. You know, they're teaching chiropractic students with an allopathic curriculum or a medical curriculum. And we wonder why students come out and they're so lost. I was lost when I came out. I, thank goodness, heard the message, heard what chiropractic was at a conference like a Cal Jam or a Parker seminar. Thank goodness people that understand chiropractic come to those and share their message and share their love, because if I wouldn't have heard it there, I would be, you know, who knows where I would be.
One of like our brothers in New Mexico.
Possibly. I don't know if I would have been. I'm against drugs, but who knows? Who knows where I'm
not that lost.
Not that low. I would have never been that lost.
You've never been that one, though.
That's right. So.
Cool. Well, we're excited to have him here. He's hanging out in the office all day with us, so we're just having a lot of fun. Actually pulling some nuggets from him and getting some ideas from him too. So
absolutely, blessing to have him. And Tori's been infatuated with your stories, so
awesome.
Keep telling the message. You guys, we'll do our part. You do yours.
That's right.
Peace out. See you next week.
Love you guys.